He doesn't know what he loves. He's 7.
Children know love. More than we do.
Powerful new short film makes its debut tonight here in Dayton. David Beck wrote For Frances and is here to talk about the film and what inspired him to tell the story. David, thanks so much for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having me, Mike.
We appreciate it. It's a very
pleasure.
impressive work of cinematography there. It's a 15-minute film.
It's a 15-minute
short
film.
You'll submit this to all those festivals all over the world, including the big ones, the Sundance, the
Berlin
Film
International.
Festival, things like
That's
that.
right. St. Louis, yeah.
All right. Well, your debut of it here in Dayton is a way to say thanks, because you're a Dayton kid, actually,
I am.
actually
That's
from
right.
Kettering. What's the premise of For Frances?
For Frances is about a little boy named Francis, and he wants to wear a dress. And it's also about his teacher, Mrs. Walker, who is second grade teacher, who inspires him to be himself and nurtures him. And the conflict happens when his dad has big issues with that, and then he confronts the school wanting answers and trying to figure out what it's all about.
You were heavily involved in the production of this. I mean, you just about wore every hat that there is. The screenwriter.
I wrote it.
You wrote it.
I composed the score.
Produced it.
And I co-produced it.
How challenging was that?
It was very challenging, but I also love it. You know, it's what I do for a living, and I love it. And I had a great production company, Star Films, helping me every step of the way.
You could see some clips here, and you are one of the actors in it as well. Very impressive. You can always tell a quality film from some of the sound and lighting, and to get that right, that's truly an art, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
And
so we're really lucky to work with such great filmmakers.
There was a Kettering teacher that inspired one of the actors in the movie, inspired by a Kettering teacher. Tell us.
That's right. The character Ms. Walker is inspired by my real life teacher, Mrs. Walker, from St. Charles School. She's still a teacher there. And she just inspired me at a time when I didn't believe in myself to believe in myself. And she said, I believe in you. And that's all she said. And she was a great teacher. And she was this self-actualized human being who I really admired. And I think we need more teachers like that. And I will say that when I wrote this at the time, I had no idea that the Archdiocese of Cincinnati and the superintendent, Dr. Jim Rigg, would be making this teacher mandate and making these Catholic school teachers sign this doctrine saying that they don't believe in these things, and they're just instilling fear and perpetuating all these myths and these bullying things that my film is trying to kind of tear down.
Yeah, it was just one of the points of the film is to break down some biases, correct some misunderstandings that sometimes for kids that things are okay, right?
That's right. You know, I know that this whole idea is very new to a lot of people, especially in this area. But, you know, if you don't know something, why don't you ask a question? You know, don't judge before you don't know. I mean, it's our human nature to judge.
All right. But tonight at the Neon, right?
Yeah, tonight at the Neon, 7:30. Check it out.
Yeah, if you'd like to go to the screening, 7:30, Neon, East 5th Street in Dayton. And then after that, you'll have more screenings in New York. Right?
We might have a couple more, but we're submitting to festivals, and it'll be in festivals at the end of this year and the beginning of next year.
David, best of luck.
Thanks so much, Mike. Thanks for having me.